Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kevin Wingert. It's great to be with you on our Planning for Retirement Success 401ks and IRAs discussion and program. We're excited here at American Retirement Systems to bring this program to you and get started right with it. I think it's a sorry, I pushed my button wrong there. I want to get after the issues that I think are important to you. They've been important to me, and where we can make a difference in the marketplace. As I said, this is Kevin Wingert, President of American Retirement Systems. If you have questions after our webinar, you can call 888-969-7384. And you can talk to myself or any of our marketers. I'll introduce you to them later in the program. But we would love to talk with you and go through this particular program. Why are we talking about a marketing selling system with 401ks and IRAs? And it's really simple. Go where the money is. There's all kinds of marketing concepts and schemes out here in the marketplace, and I talk to a lot of folks who have tried different things, Social Security, Medicare. They'll talk about anything but the subject that we really want to work with the clients on, which is their retirement funding, their retirement planning. Most of the retirement money that we're going to see out here, in fact, the largest assets for most of the people that I talk to here in my private practice is either their 401k or IRA or a combination of the two. It normally well exceeds the value of their home. And in fact, the programs that I do here locally, 80% of the people who come to my seminars, my workshops are millionaires and will have, on average, probably about $1.5 million of investable assets to work with. It's where the money is, and with the market at really all-time highs, it's the time to be talking to them. They've done the right thing for the last 20, 25, 30, 35 years. And 401ks have been out here now. I think this is the 38th year 401ks have been available. These folks, for their entire career, have dollar cost averaged into their savings programs. And now as they approach retirement, it's working the way it should work for them. The market's at an all-time high. Their accounts have got more money than they've ever had in them before. And it's time to figure out how they're going to manage that money, because whether it's the 401k that they roll to an IRA or their IRA is an individual retirement account, meaning you, the consumer, the investor, has to manage the money. They have to make the income from it last for the rest of their lives. They've got to decide what kind of investments and how much risk they want to take. They got to figure out, should some of those assets be used for long-term care, and when should these decisions be made? That's what we're all about. Third quarter of 2018, we were looking at $17 trillion in these types of accounts. Today, I think it's up over $18 trillion available out there. That's great news, but it's also can be a concerning situation. Most of the money is going to be invested in the market. It's going to be at risk. These consumers have got to think through, how are they going to make those dollars last for the rest of their lives. Keep prospect concerns in their 401ks and IRAs, and we know this is true. I know it's true. I talk to clients all day long. I do classes and seminars, and I hear the same thing from them. They're concerned about a market downturn. Their greed kicks in. They feel like they want to be in the market because it's done so well, but in the back of their mind, they're being talked to about 2008 could happen again. If we get a market downturn, what's that do to my retirement? If my $1 million turns into $600,000, or my $2 million turns into $1.2 million, am I going to live the same retirement life? Is my spouse going to be able to live the way we thought we were going to be able to live if we get that correction. We've got products and solutions to help them with that program, and we can help them, whether it's safe money planning on the insurance side of the business, using annuities for income or annuities for principal protection, and upside growth linked to the equity index markets. Or if you're an advisor or you want to be an advisor, an investment advisor, we can work with you there too. We've got folks that we work with. I'm personally an investment advisor, and we've got strategies on how to use their risk money and be a little more cautious with it than maybe they are today, where they're out here fully invested. And really, you know, sometimes these people think that they are already protected. They've got a portfolio. The broker has told them, listen, you're 40% bonds, 50% bonds. The rest of it's in equities. The bonds are there for your safe money. But we're in a situation now where they're earning 3 and 4% on their bonds if they're lucky. And in many cases in their bond funds, they're not even earning that in terms of cash flows after expenses and all of the things, the trading that goes on within those funds. And they're subject to market risk if interest rates go up. So they could actually lose money, which last year, 2018, a lot of these folks saw their bond funds go negative on them for the year. What also happens when interest rates go up? If we look at 2018, every time the Fed raised interest rates or talked about raising interest rates in the future, the market took a 1,500 point, 2,000 point drop. The Fed would back off, the market would come up. December of last year, we had a large correction for 1 month, driven by the fact that everybody thought the Fed was going to raise rates in 2019. At the end of the year, the beginning of this year, when they backed off their interest increases, the market took off in the first quarter. So at some point when interest rates go up, these folks are going to see their portfolio get hit on both sides. The bonds will go down in value with rising interest rates, and the fear of the increased cost of money in the marketplace will drive the equity markets down. Plus, the equity markets will then also be competing against higher paying assets, bonds and CDs, than they have been for the last 10, 11 years. Part of the drive in the equity markets has been such low fixed interest rate returns. The consumer was willing to go to the equity markets and take a little risk to get more return. The consumer, they know there's problems out there. It's our job to get that message in front of them. Taxes are a huge issue for the people that I talk to. They know their $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million is all taxable money. They know at 70.5, Uncle Sam's going to make them take it, even if they don't want it, and pay taxes on it. They know when they take those funds out, it's going to drive up the taxes on their Social Security. If they have other assets, income-producing assets or pensions, they stack all those things on top of each other, and I find customers who actually pay more in taxes after they retire than they did before they retired. They've lost their deductions, their kids are gone, their house is paid for. The new limitation on state and local taxes of $10,000 forces most of them to standard deductions from their itemized deductions. So we need to come up with tax strategies, Roth IRA conversions, strategies for passing money on to their kids using life insurance as a tax-free alternative to estate planning. So there's tons of things we can talk to them about there. And lifetime income planning. They're responsible for their retirement plan now. They've got to make sure these accounts last for the rest of their lives, which could be 20, 25, 30, 35 years. It's got to take care of them through the long-term care, the health issues that they face later in life. And the clients get that. These people that today, the folks that are in their 60s, early 70s, late 50s, they're taking care of their parents. They see their parents in the nursing facilities. They see the quality of care that their parents are getting, and they know that all the baby boomers are going to be out here competing for that care. 70% of those people have no money. The government's going to pay for it via Medicaid, which means they're going to pay less. The quality of care is going to go down. So a lot of the people I talk to are interested in home health care approaches And again, we can use annuities and life insurance as asset-based long-term care programs that can get them what they need to protect them in the future. Questions that they want answered. What's an in-service withdrawal, and does it make sense for me? You know, they kind of have heard about these types of things, but they're not sure how it works. They're not sure if they can use it. Why would they use it? Do they use it for tax planning? Maybe. Do they use it to set up a secondary pension, meaning they've got a guaranteed Social Security but no other income guarantees? So let's set up essentially a personal pension plan that I can turn on in 3, 4, 5, 6 years when I actually decide to retire, so I can start my plan before I wait to the last minute. So in-service withdrawals are key, and it's a place where we see great money and great sales. What are required distributions? They know what minimum distributions are. They've heard of them. They're not sure exactly how they work. They want to know if there's ways to get around it. Do they have options? If they wait till 70 and a half, they have few options. If we have a chance to work with them between 59 and 70 and a half, we can do some planning. They're in the penalty-free zone there where we can move money around, and we're not subject to 10% excise penalties like we are pre-59 and a half. We're not forced to take money out like we are at 70 and a half, so we can do some tax planning, Roth conversions, maybe spend down some of their retirement dollars and delay their Social Security a little while because it makes sense for taxes and gets better guaranteed incomes for them for the rest of their lives. So there's lots of things, again, we can do there. If they're going to leave the money to the kids, why not take the required distributions and fund a tax-free life insurance policy that for a lot of them, actually, if we use a second-to-die policy, they may be able to give their kids a bigger inheritance tax-free than they will give them before taxes if they leave their traditional IRA for them. Lots of neat things we can do there. And again, the Roth conversions are a big deal. Consumers are asking about it. They're hungry for it. It's in the press. Take advantage of it. Don't sit on the sidelines just trying to impress a client with a bonus or some hypothetical indexed illustration on an index that was created 2 years ago but back tested for 10 or 15 or 20 years. It's irrelevant. It has nothing to do with what's going to happen in the future. You've got insurance companies and marketing companies making numbers up to show it to the consumers. I like using the S&P 500. There's no games played there. We know what it is every day. We don't have some investment banker out on Wall Street doing some kind of volatility index, changing the assets, so we don't know what they're doing and where they're coming up with the returns. On the S&P, it's straightforward. We can get them annual return credited. And if the market goes down, we start over at the lower point and start making money going forward. So lots of great things. Change our demographics. Let's not sell into the old age market. We don't need to mail 80, 85, 90 years old. 58 to 71, the people that are getting ready to retire, they're the people we can help the most. They've got big retirement assets. They understand what we're doing. They haven't already purchased annuities. They're now thinking maybe they need some safe money because they're all at risk. We got to make them feel 2008 again. We got to get them to think about what happened in 2008. Do you remember what your account did? Yes, it's recovered, but do you think it can happen again? And there's lots of neat things we can show them out here. Actually, what I like to talk to clients about in today's marketplace is, listen, you're going to be retired for 20, 25, 30 years. Let's go back and look at history. If we go back to 1980, the Fed funds rate was 14%. Today it's at 2.25%. Okay, the S&P 500 was at 370 in 1980. Now we're up pushing, I think, over 2,800, maybe pushing 2,900 on the S&P 500. Interest rates went down more than 10%, more than 12%, and the market took off. Okay, is that going to happen again going forward, or are we using the last 35 years of numbers to plan going forward when we're setting in a totally different place? We're actually setting in a place like we were in 1960. 1960, the Fed funds rate was 4% and went to 14% in 1980. The S&P 500, I think, was right around 440, 450, and it went to 370 over that 20-year period. So the equity markets lost ground, the interest rates went up, bond values went down, and I think we're more likely to be setting in that scenario for someone who's getting retired today over the next 15, 20, 25 years of their retirement. We need to think through and walk these folks through where we're going. Just because the other people they're talking to are living in the last 35 years, because that's all they know, doesn't mean we can't look at history and have some educated guess on what's going to happen. My question to you and to them is our interest rates going to go down 10% from a 2.25 Fed fund rate? I doubt it, okay? And if interest rates go up, is the S&P 500 going to go up the way it has the last 30 years, or is it going to flatten out for 10 or 15 or 20 years? Okay, our opportunity is out there when we talk to this group that's going to be retired for the next 20 years. We can help these folks a lot. We look for higher income, 80,000 household income, not 50,000 of household income. And in some places in the country, we go higher than that when we get on the coast. Investable assets. We want 250,000 of investable assets to $2 million. Now, a lot of the mail lists that are used by the mail houses, they don't even look at investable assets. We've got a mail house that will look at investable assets. They'll look at maybe home ownership. We want to know, do these people have some money that that we can work with? So we want to look at that investable asset issue. We're going to provide you with the materials you need. You're going to get a personalized slideshow from us for our various programs. The primary program is the 401k IRA seminar, but we've got an RMD program. You can do case studies and smaller groups on. We've got a Roth conversion program where you can, again, it's got case studies. You can do smaller group sessions on. So we've got a number of packages that we can put all here together to keep you busy. This is activity. Let's get in front of the people who've got money. We can provide you kits as long as you're writing business with us, and we'll expect you to write business with us. We'll provide you kits to hand out at your presentations, the Planning for Retirement Success pocket folder, a workbook for the customer to use, fill out, talk about issues and concerns, start their planning process. What are their goals personally? What are their goals for their money? Where is their money? What's their budget look like pre-retirement, post-retirement? All of the information you need to help them do a good plan. You want to be different than the competition. Don't be a product peddler. If you're somebody who works with them, helps them put a plan together because they need a plan for their money, you're going to be different and the products fall in place because we help them put a plan together and we just use the products to meet the goals. We'll give you personalized rules of IRAs, handout booklets. We've got personalized mailers put together, which our guys will help you get set up with the mail house. So everything you need, it's a turnkey system. Planning for Retirement Success, 401ks and IRAs. It's more than a seminar or a selling gimmick. You got to change your mindset, okay? We got to treat this like a business. We need to have a business plan. The business plan has to have the right message. We got to be targeting the right market. We got to have the right kind of activity, and the activity we want is activity where we're talking to potential clients, okay, or current clients. And we got to have the discipline day in and day out to run our programs, set our first appointments, set our second appointments, make our quarterly phone calls to our prospects and our clients so we can build that activity and momentum. The more people we see, the more people we help, the more money we ultimately will make. It's all about the program. It's a business model with professional business development support. You're going to have the live seminar. We want you to come to Des Moines. I'll actually do the seminar for you. We'll go through the appointment setting process. We'll go through product training. I came from American Equity. I spent 20 years, over 20 years in the home office. I did a lot of the product development when I was on the marketing side of the business. I understand how products work. We'll train you on how the products work, what to expect, what to look for. We'll take you through how the appointment process, the appointment setting should work, how to make sure you get your appointments, and then what to do on that first appointment and second appointment. I actually have a professional coach who helps me with this, and certainly I'd be happy to introduce you to him if you're interested in that. But even if you're not, I take the information, and he actually coaches my marketing guys. They take the information, and we will then download it to you, and you don't have to pay for a professional coach. We will download the techniques, the discipline, the activity levels to you to help you improve your business. Monthly, we'll have one-on-one coaching with myself, and then you'll have coaching with our marketing specialists. I'll talk with you. I have a monthly coaching call with the group. I'll do monthly webinars with the group. My coaches will, my marketing guys will do at least 2 calls, 3 calls a month with you. We want to be your partner. Okay, we're not just a marketing company. We're not just a product peddler. We want to talk to you every week so we can find out what your activity looks like, how it's going, where you're having problems, what can we do to fix the issues that are slowing down your practice. We want to be that partner, and we don't need 1,000 agents to do this. Okay, I don't believe in the masses of asses. I believe in having a small group of folks who have the right relationship with us and the right attitude. We're actually looking to add 40 successful agents this year. So if you think you can be one of those folks, we want to talk to you. But you got to have the commitment and the right mindset. Are you willing to get in there and make a difference for your clients, for yourself, for your families? That's what it's all about. We'll have follow-up live training events. You'll get to see a live seminar. I'll actually put on a seminar in front of a group of clients so you can see the reactions and what the questions are and how we go about handling those types of things, and getting the assessment sheets so we can get the appointment set and how we use those sheets to set more appointments. We'll take you through that whole process. What you'll receive in business planning, a mentoring schedule, a business plan development support, so we'll help you put your business plan together, and a marketing plan development and implementation. Your marketing plan is going to have a number of things involved. It's going to have quarterly calls to your current prospect and client list. We want you to be in touch with them. There's more business to be written there. That's seed money to help you expand, to bring new blood into your practice. We want to set up a seminar program, and I'm actually doing a couple of seminars each month, live seminars. I actually do dinner seminars. It's the best draw, and I still get get good people with money who will come in and meet with me in those seminars. I just did seminars a week ago, and I had, I think it was 52 people, about 28 buying units, and we've got appointments coming in right and left. And again, these folks all have money, so it's a great approach. Then I do separately from that, I'll do an RMD case study meeting in my office each month. I'll do a Roth conversion case study program in my office each month. Again, I go back to all my prospects, my old clients. I know they've got additional money. Bring them in on a subject that catches their attention, and go through the process, give them some ideas about things you've done with other clients, and you'll find business is out there waiting for you. From a management point of view, you get the client. Again, I talk about this: catch up, update, referral, call, coaching, personalized monthly consumer email. Again, we set up an email newsletter for you. Comes from you, not it actually comes from us, but it's you that they think it comes from. We do all the work behind the scenes. It's all personalized to you. We can put any programs you've got coming up on there, so they're notified of those all the time. and we can put as many people as you've got names and emails into that, and we'll send that out, and just, again, creating activity and presence in the market. Personalized website, client appreciation, event development. Again, if you got a set of clients, go back to those clients. Referrals, part of the quarterly catch-up call. Catch-up, update, referral. You ask for a referral from people you've done business with in the past. Your live event program, you get a personalized seminar slideshow, personalized mailer, handouts, personalized training, and case study small group materials. Appointment setting coaching, first appointment coaching, second appointment coaching, case design and presentation. I do a lot of case design here. I'll share those case designs with you. You can use the same techniques I use with the clients to show them how they can change their retirement plan, make it safer, more guaranteed, with still great growth inside the program. And we'll work on closing techniques, which my coach works on me with. I'll work on those with you also. So again, we want to get the right message. And the right message from my point of view, and this is actually part of our seminar program, I want the clients to know that I'm on their side, okay? The average advisor agent out here starts on the left side and starts talking about products right away, and that's why they have to sell bonuses, they got to sell illustrations, whatever it is. I start on the right side. I want to know what the client wants out of their retirement plan. If they'll tell me what they want out of their retirement plan, then we can determine what their money needs to do. Do they need more income? Do they need growth? Do they need to diversify? Do they have a tax problem? Do they need safety? They've got plenty of money to do what they want to do. They just can't afford to lose any. Once we know the answers to all those questions, the products fall in place. We know which products are income-driven products and probably not good growth products. And we know which products are good growth products but not good income products. So we just get the money in the right bucket and the plan falls into place. The clients have two competing needs. The need for predictable income for life. They're going to live 25, 30 years. They got to have the money to live on. They want to be able to sleep at night. And they need asset growth. Inflation is going to eat away at their purchasing power, so we got to balance those two pieces out. We know they're faced with a number of investing risks, sequence of returns, market volatility, interest rate risk, default risk. Also, and those risks are important. We want to go through that, you know, taking your income out of risk assets is a dangerous game, because if you get a market correction and you're pulling money out of your accounts to live on, the percentage amount that you're pulling out goes up significantly after you've lost money because of a market correction. Now you start to get on a treadmill where you're eating up your assets, and you either have to reduce your standard of living, reduce your income, or you have to go back to work, or you run the risk of running out of money at some point in retirement. We want to help them have a savvy income strategy. We know this money is taxable, so we want to help them with tax diversification. Some of their income can come from ordinary income, but we want some of it to come from capital gains. And if you're an investment advisor or considering being an advisor, again, we've got some great stock, equity stock dividend programs that we use through our investment advisor. It can be a great place where we can get some dividend income and some capital gains tax appreciation on some assets that are relatively stable, and we use stop losses to protect their downside. And then we get them tax-free income, and that's where we talk about Roth planning, because Roth income is truly tax-free income. You know, and when we talk about balancing between our safe money, and I describe safe money as principal protected. Bonds are not principal protected. If interest rates go up, they go down in value. A bond can default, you can lose your money. Principal protected is bank products and insurance products. We deal with insurance products. Annuities are there to do two things: protect your principal and guarantee your income. Now, do they work? Milliman has done a study back in 2014, $1 million portfolio, $50,000 of annual income. They ran several different income or asset mixes to see if the folks would run out of money in this scenario and what their success rate would be. And again, success is not running out of money. They did a 60% stock, 40% bonds mix, and 82% of the time they didn't run out of money, but almost 20% of the time they did. They did a variable annuity mutual fund mix, and found that 85% of the time they were successful. A little bit of guarantees in variable annuities. And I'm probably gonna make some guys mad with this statement, but I'm not a huge fan of variable annuities in today's marketplace. Some of the tax benefits of the old variable annuities going back 30 years, they're gone because we got capital gains rates now in our tax program with the government. And here I buy an insurance product from an insurance company. I know they're going to charge me fees, which they will on the variable annuities, and I'm still investing my money directly into mutual funds and taking the risk. So I take the risk and the insurance company charges me a fee to do it. I'd much rather do a principal guaranteed product, a fixed or a fixed index annuity, where the insurance company takes the investment risk. I know they're going to charge me a fee to do it, but at least they're guaranteeing me they'll give me my money back someday, and they'll guarantee me an income for the rest of my life. That's what I'm looking for. And when you look at the next line down, mutual funds and fixed index annuities, a 51-49 split between mutual funds and fixed index annuities takes this scenario of $50,000 of income on $1 million portfolio to a 98% success rate over a 65-year-old consumer's life expectancy. That means only 2% of the time do they not meet their actual goal. It's not quite perfect, but it's about as close as we can get. And the reason is the fixed index annuities never lose principal, and they'll guarantee income no matter what the market conditions are, which allows us to let our mutual funds grow. And if we get a negative market or a market correction, we don't have to lock in losses by taking money out of those funds. We can wait till we've got gains and take money out at opportune times when our account values are up. So they work, and and Milliman, a huge actuarial firm, has proven that these strategies work. What does ARS expect from you? Okay, I need you to contact one of my senior marketing specialists to set up an in-depth Join Me presentation. They'll show you the slideshows, the mailers more in-depth. They'll share our materials on a Join Me meeting so you can see what we talk about to our consumers. No surprises here. We're an open book. We're willing to share what we do, but you need to call either Casey, Zach, or Christian and talk to them about what we do with this program, and ask them to see the 401k IRA marketing system, and they'll take you through that whole presentation. The number to get a hold of those guys is 888-969-7384. We'll need you to schedule to attend a live 401k IRA seminar training event in Des Moines. The next one of those programs is going to be around May 24th. I don't have the exact date here in front of me, but it's that week of May 24th. It'd be Thursday and Friday of that week. We'd have you come in on Thursday. We'd meet late afternoon, evening. We'd meet on Friday morning and get you home Friday afternoon. So we need you to schedule to come into a training meeting. Okay, we need you to contract with our top product carriers. American Equity is our #1 carrier. Then we've got F&G, we've got Equitrust, we've got National Western, we've got Athene, we've got Global Atlantic. We got all kinds of carriers out here that we can work with. Great American. You just, we need to get you contracted, because you need to, if you're going to use our materials and we're going to coach you, you need to put your fixed business with us. By the way, if you're a managed money person and you're with another investment advisor, that's fine. We're not going to get involved with that business if you're happy where you're at. If you're not happy where you're at, I can introduce you to a friend of mine who has that practice that we use, and they're great people to work with. We'd be happy to do so. Work with your senior marketing specialist to set up your personal business development strategy. So my marketing guys will help you set up your business plan, and we'll get you set up with your coaching calls so we can move the process forward with you. So again, all we need to do is have you call 888-969-7384. Ask for Casey, Zach, or Christian. Those guys can all help you. We want to partner with you. And you know, I'm not sure exactly how many guys are on this call. We'll probably maybe take 3 or 4 or 5 guys. So I hope you're one of them. We want to work with you. But we don't fit everybody, and we understand that. What we want to do is make a difference for the people who decide they want to work with us. And we want to put the time, the effort, and the money into making you successful. And by the way, I didn't talk about, we've got a co-op marketing program and all those types of things. Take the time to call my guys, Casey, Zach, or Christian, 888-969-7384. Can't wait to talk to you. Hope you have a great week. And again, go where the money is. 401ks and IRAs. This is where you can see big money. This is the type of program where you should be writing $500,000 to $1 million a month if you'll consistently do your seminars and get in front of your clients. There's never going to be a better time with markets at all-time highs and their accounts at all-time highs. Volatility in the marketplace is going to create fear. A small market correction is going to motivate people to look for safe money alternatives. And if we're not talking to them ahead of time, we're not out there in front of the game, we're not going to get our fair share. So now's the time to step up and take advantage. Again, I want to thank you for your time today. We look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great afternoon. And oh no, by the way, my guys may call you also, but if you're really interested, call this afternoon, 888-969-7384. Thanks, and have a great rest of your week, guys. Bye.